Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. That's just life.
Everybody dies.
This line, repeated throughout Osgood Perkins's twisted horror film, The Monkey, isn't just a throwaway phrase. It's the key to the movie's entire philosophy. Life is brutal, and Perkins knows it all too well. The director of The Blackcoat's Daughter, I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, and Longlegs adapts a short story by Stephen King, but he tells it in his own unmistakable way, melding horror and dark comedy into a chaotic, violent portrait of the world. Many will compare it to Final Destination, but believe it or not, those movies were more optimistic. At least their characters tried to cheat death. In The Monkey, there's no cheating, no escape. It's coming for you, and it's going to be messy. Right from the opening scene, Perkins makes it clear. The Monkey isn't your typical horror flick. The Grindhouse-inspired credits, the blood-soaked Adam Scott clutching a creepy toy monkey, it all sets the stage for a film that blends pitch-black humor with visceral horror. The premise? A toy monkey bangs its cymbals, and every time it does, someone dies. After that brutal opening, the film jumps forward in time, introducing twin brothers Hal and Bill Shelburne, Christian Convery as kids, Theo James as adults. They stumble upon their father's old toy monkey, despite the fact that we saw him destroy it, which is never a good sign. Out of curiosity, they wind up its key, and later that night, their babysitter meets a gruesome end. It doesn't take long for them to realize the horrifying truth. Every time they wind up the monkey, someone dies. Not even their sarcastic mother is safe from its curse. They try to destroy it, even tossing it into a well, but years later, it comes back. And this time, it's not just taking lives, it's tearing them apart. If there's one thing Perkins excels at, it's turning death into an art form. The kills in The Monkey are as inventive as they are disturbing. One unforgettable moment? A swimming pool electrified to deadly effect. Another? A woman's headlamp explodes in a cartoonishly violent eruption of gore. The film walks a tightrope between horror and absurdity, forcing you to teeter between laughing and recoiling in horror. In most horror films, death is inevitable, but The Monkey suggests that death is tired of the usual methods. It's not just coming for you, it wants to have fun doing it. Fires, decapitations, a perfectly placed shotgun blast. It's as if death itself has developed a sick sense of humor. Why does Perkins inject so much dark humor into such a bleak story? Maybe because sometimes the only way to cope with death is to laugh at it. You don't need to know this backstory to appreciate the film, but when you do, it adds a haunting layer of sadness to the whole experience. Perkins doesn't try to explain everything. He's not interested in answers, he's simply presenting a world where death is random, cruel, and unavoidable. On a technical level, The Monkey is one of Perkins's most visually striking films. Shot with a feverish energy by Nico Aguilar and edited to perfection by Graham Fortin and Greg Eng, who also cut Longlegs, the film never drags. At just 98 minutes, there's no wasted time. A rare feat in modern horror, especially for an adaptation of a short story. So, is The Monkey just a toy? The Monkey isn't just a horror movie. It's an existential nightmare. Perkins never spells things out, but the deeper question lingers. Is the monkey just a haunted toy? Or a symbol of life's cruel randomness? The monkey steals lives with no rhyme or reason. It's brutal, it's unfair, but it's inevitable. Because in the end, even death needs a laugh sometimes.